Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can use VLOOKUP along with a couple other functions, but this is our VLOOKUP series. I'm going to show you how to use VLOOKUP where you can use two criteria. You're going to use both the employee ID and the employee name. So you may have a scenario where you want to get the person's results, the sales, or any other information that you may need. And you have, sometimes you remember the ID, sometimes you don't, you just remember the person's name. We're going to write one function and we're going to be able to get the result. All right. So let's see what that looks like. So over here, we're going to use our function right there. It's already there. So let's see if we're looking for Jasmine. We can type either her name and we get the result, 20,000. Or if I remember Pearl, I don't remember her name, but I remember her ID for whatever reason, I can get her sales of 15,000. So let's build that together. So we say equals, we're going to start with our if function. And right here is where we're going to put our isText function. These are two functions we're going to be adding with our VLOOKUP function, if and isText. And this is going to allow us to get that dynamic capability. So we're going to say isText right here. Now we're going to be using our isText function to do is see if this right here is a text or not. And of course, that's going to give us our true or false result. Then we're going to move on and say, well, we're back in our if function. If it's true, what do you want Excel to do? You're going to run a VLOOKUP function. Here's your lookup value, and your lookup array is going to start where the text is. Yeah, because we're first looking to see if it's text, and then we're going to make that our more. So we're still following the VLOOKUP rule, but we're breaking the rules because we know the rules. But we're still going to follow the rule here to say let's make this our most left column, right? Our column index number, of course, is number 2, and we're looking for an exact match. We close the parentheses, and we're going to use our comma separator. That's going to put us back in our if function. And our last argument is what if it's false? What if it's not text? Okay, then I want you to run a second VLOOKUP function. And this time, that remains our lookup value. This time, our table array is going to start from the numbers. We're going to include our entire data set. Our column index number will be 3 because we're counting now from over here. 1, 2, 3. And we want an exact match or 0. Let's use false. First parentheses is going to close our VLOOKUP, and then our second one is going to close our if function. So at this point, this long function right here is what's going to give us our dynamic capability to check and see if we have a text here that will return the value. If not, we're going to run a look for the number, and then that will return the value. So we're going to say OK, and that's Pearl's number and Pearl's result. All right, let's go with Jasmine. Type her name, and we see we get our 20,000. You can do it either which way. You can use her ID number as well. You're going to get the same result. All right, we're going to add one more function. In the event that there's nothing here, you get that nasty NA error. Okay, how do we fix that? We're going to go to the front. We're going to wrap our already existing nested functions in one more if error. Come to the end. We're going to say if it's an error, I simply want you to do nothing or display nothing. That's indicated by our double quotes. All right. And there we go. That disappears. So now, okay, let's give this a border. So Alt HBA for all, and then let's make the border thick on the outside. So that's Alt HBT, and now we can see where we're searching and both where our result is going to be. So if I'm looking for Philip, I can get Philip. But if I'm looking for, let's say, employee 10,006, sometimes, unfortunately, Persons won't remember your name, I can search for both. So that is how you're able to use VLOOKUP. We got that function again. We use our VLOOKUP function with our isText and our if. And of course, if we don't want any error, we wrap it in our if error function. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one.